What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua, Oleksandr Usyk. It was a war of skill, will, determination, and grit, and Oleksandr Usyk was it. Bars. Listen, Usyk came out showing that dynamic skill set, the speed, the angles, the defense, the head movement. And Joshua was uncertain. I know. Where the hell is he? What's going on? Is this this is what I thought it was going to be? Because Joshua was trying to figure him out. Usyk was not there to be hit. His sparring partner gave him the nickname Ghost. It's the reason why that is. It's funny. That's AJ's Snapchat name, Ghost. Right? Usyk did start landing after the first 2 or 3 rounds. He started landing some straight rights. But I think Usyk ran away with rounds 1, 2, and 3. I think rounds 1 and 2, Joshua won the third one. Okay. And then the rounds 4, I think Usyk came back. Rounds 5 got interesting because Joshua was starting to adjust the guard of Usyk to a certain degree. He started throwing and looping the right hand around the guard of Usyk because, of course, Usyk comes down with his guard. Okay, so you have to disrupt that guard set that he has, okay? And he started landing that over the top. He caught some straight rights that I think broke Oleksandr Usyk's skin at first. He had a nick under this cut. Then he was cut somewhere up here around 7 or 8, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Joshua was throwing lefts and rights, but he was starting to land this right uppercut that was hitting home with Usyk, and I think that slowed Usyk down around round 6 or 7. Okay. Usyk landed a straight left, I think, in round 3. And it really bothered Joshua, and Joshua was buckled a bit. He was buckled to the point where you could see it knocked him off his punch placement, and here comes Usyk. Okay, he was able to weather the storm. I think it was later on in the round. Usyk landed a lot of those shots. The right hands landed for Joshua. I don't think they were as flush as they could be. The punch placement was off, I think, due to the way that Joshua was throwing them, because a lot of those punches he was just throwing out and shooting those rights out there, see if his head was there, because he couldn't. It was hard to measure someone that was jabbing and then, slipping the jab like Usyk was doing from the southpaw stance. So it was very technical. I think Anthony Joshua started to adjust to the body some, but Oleksandr Usyk really didn't let up. I think he might have took a break round 7 or 8. Rounds 9, 10, 11, and 12, Usyk continued back. I think in round 8, Joshua caught him with something that really got his attention, though. Okay, and that's when, again, he had that abrasion under his eye. Now, Joshua was hitting him with punches, but a strange thing happened in rounds 9. Rounds 9, I seen Joshua slow down. Rounds 10, I seen him slow down more. Rounds 11, I think he tried to get the last fighting force of what he called the AJ Fire, I guess. A last hoorah. But you could tell he was definitely tired down. He was getting tired, people, by this time. And that's when Usyk was doing the most work. He was throwing those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punch combinations. Okay, in the 12th round, he threw an unanswered maybe 14 punches straight at Joshua, probably landing over half of them. Okay, and then that's what showed you it didn't matter about brute strength, like I was telling people when I predicted this fight. It's not about that at all. It's about how much and how often and how accurate can you hit a guy flush. And that's what Usyk was doing. And Usyk was well on his game. Usyk was the fresher fighter. Usyk, I think, wanted it more. Usyk was more prepared. And Usyk knew what he had, a task at hand. Like, listen, this is what I have. I have a bigger, strong punching guy. But at any time, Usyk wasn't hurt. Usyk wasn't really, if he was hurt, we didn't know it. You know what I mean? That might have been that mental strength that he was talking about. But make no mistake about it, Usyk deserves to be exactly where he's at. I think, and I expect people in the comment section of this video to respect Usyk as a heavyweight now. He was a cruiserweight, but that's in the past. Yes, he fought Chaz Witherspoon, a replacement. He fought Chisora. Okay, he fought Chisora. It was a tough and gritty fight, but he still beat Chisora. I think, honestly, at this point, I'm with Tyson Fury. I think he played possum because what he did and showed us in the Anthony Joshua fight was a lot better than the Chisora fight and the Witherspoon performances. Okay, I think that Usyk is the guy that he is special. He's on the top 3 for me. Think about it, top 3. He replaces his countryman, Vasil. Vasil's out, Oleksandr Usyk's in. 19-0. Unanimous decision. Okay? 116 to 111, 112 to 115, 116 to 112, 115 to 113. Joshua looked surprised for a minute. And you could tell, like, well, you know, Joshua was he looked like Michael Hunter. Okay? When Oleksandr Usyk got to Michael Hunter, that's what he looked like. And shout out to Michael Hunter, because Michael Hunter claimed that and predicted that Usyk would beat Joshua. And he did. You know, and it was from skill set. The better man won tonight. The rematch should be just as good. I enjoyed the fight, dynamic fight. Shouts out to both fighters. Don't take anything away from AJ. AJ just tired out. I think he needs to work on stamina. I think he needs to lose more weight. Okay, at the end of the day. I think at the end of the day, he needs more strength and conditioning, less physical weightlifting and all that shit. I don't think he needs any of that. I think he needs to work on boxing ability as hands. He's like 240 pounds, which is great. Because I think he was like 247 his last fight, right? Something like that. So, but there's still problems with stamina with him. Because Usyk will make you work. That's what he does. That's what Usyk makes you do. Usyk's a bad guy, man. He doesn't play. He took shots as well. He had 2 black eyes, cuts. Okay, he's winning a fight. This was a very good fight, people. Okay, so, before people start throwing around what they feel about AJ or whatever, you have to understand nobody in their right mind or has called themselves in the top 10 has fought Oleksandr Usyk, except Derek Chisora and a guy named Witherspoon. Okay, so until he fights those guys, please give him his respect. Shouts out to him and his family and his country. Vitaly Klitschko was there in support. Where the hell was Vladimir? Who knows, right? But it was an explosive fight. I still have my voice, right? Joshua was rocked a few times in that fight, okay? So don't say he can't crack, and don't tell me AJ got a glass chin. I don't want to hear that shit. So it is what it is. A rematch clause is in session. Usyk said he's going to spend time with his family, go home. This is also his wedding anniversary today. So shouts out to him 2 times. You guys tell me what you think about Oleksandr Usyk winning unanimous decision over Anthony Joshua. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys have been Counterpunch. Peace.